Hey everybody, Dale Braswell here with our weekly Wedgwood update, and I am here in our newly renovated sanctuary that many of you got to see in person this last Sunday for our first worship service back in the sanctuary. We'll talk a little bit about that more here in just a second. This week, though, we have a lot of important announcements regarding just the ministry of Wedgwood, and I've asked Casey and Patrick to give some of those announcements as they relate to our children's ministry and our recreation ministry. So I'm going to ask Patrick to give some important announcements about our Upward Recreation Ministry. After you, man.
Hey, church family. So I'm coming to you today to actually talk about Upward 2021. So we have finally released the registration for Upward, and we're excited about what the opportunity to actually be able to be on campus and play basketball and have an opportunity to reach out into our community this year. So here's the change that we made this year that you need to be aware of. So the first one is that we have actually our registration is open from first grade all the way to sixth grade guys and first grade through eighth grade girls. So that's the biggest change that we've made this year. But the big question is how do you register? So the way that you can register is by going to wedgwoodbc.org/upward. And so whenever you type in that / make sure you do this. All right, /upward. And that's going to bring you to our webpage where you have a gray Register for Upward tab. Click on that. That'll bring you to the page to type in all the information that we need from you this year. So if you have a first through sixth grade guy or a first through eighth grade girl, we'd love to have you this year. Please go ahead and register, and also go ahead and get your friends involved as well. Our evaluations actually start next week. So November 2nd is our first evaluation date from 6 to 8. And so I look forward to seeing you guys from there. Dale, back to you.
Thanks, Patrick. So I know it's not even Halloween yet or the end of October, but I don't know if you're like me, but I start thinking about turkey around this time of the year as we approach the Thanksgiving holidays. And in line with that, we're going to have a very special church family meeting on Sunday, November 15th, in the gym at 5 o'clock. And our theme is going to be really Thanksgiving. We're going to be thankful for all that God has done and how He's brought us through this year, and thankful for what we are praying for Him to do throughout the rest of this year and into next year. And to be a part of that, we're going to have a Thanksgiving meal together. And so the church will be providing the main course of meat, and then we're asking all of our church family to help bring your favorite side or dessert as well to help share and to feed our church family as we gather together just to talk about the ministry and the life of Wedgwood Baptist Church. Now, you'll need to make sure to text the word turkey to our church number, which is 817-292-1400. That will also allow you, if you need childcare for the event, to go ahead and sign up for that as well. So make sure to do that here in the days ahead. Again, Sunday, November 15th, 5 o'clock will be the time for that. Now, speaking of our preschool and children's ministry, Casey has some important announcements regarding ministry needs that we have coming up this Sunday for you to be aware of. Casey?
Yeah, thanks, Pastor Dale. So church family, if you have a preschooler or an elementary age, here's some information that you need to know for, again, this Sunday and moving forward into the future, is we are going to check in and print tags, but only using our text to check-in number. So you don't have to do any of these things like Patrick did. All you have to do is text the word check to our 817-292-1400, and it'll send you a link, but in that link, it'll ask you, do you want to print in the preschool hallway, in the church foyer, or on the elementary hallway? And once you make that selection, then you can check in your kids, and it'll print the tags in the appropriate place that you can pick up. And so that's the case, again, for birth through sixth grade, parents, we are asking you to do that. And then the other thing is, for the elementary hallway, we are asking if you are not a parent of an elementary age to find a different route to your missional community this coming Sunday and for the future Sundays, because under current safety precautions, we're just asking parents and elementary age kids to find their classes on that hallway, and again, for everybody else to find a different route to their missional community. So again, if you guys could do that for us, that would be a great blessing for this coming Sunday as we all return to campus. Hey, Dale, you want to come back as well?
All right. I don't guess I need to check in since it's just a video, but thank you, Casey. As I alluded to earlier, we had an incredible Sunday, just this last Sunday, of moving back into our worship facility. It was so good to see so many of you to worship together, and we are so thankful for the way that God has provided for this pretty extensive renovation. And it's important to note that we didn't just have a bunch of hired professionals that came in to do all this work, and we alluded to this Sunday as well. We had a whole lot of volunteers from Wedgwood that gave a lot of time and energy doing all kinds of things, from demolishing pews and ripping up that old green carpet to helping move electronic and sound and audio equipment around, and just all kinds of efforts and work that went into helping make Sunday possible. So a huge thank you to all of you who poured so much time and energy into this project. We're so thankful for all that you have done. Now, as I alluded to as well on Sunday, as thankful as we are for this beautiful new facility, it's important for us to remember that this facility is just that. It's just a building. It's just sheetrock and tile and electronic wires. The thing that really makes this room so special is what we do in it and who we are focused on. It's our attention and allegiance to Jesus Christ and being reminded of His sovereign love over our lives. That's so important for us. And that really is my prayer, is that in the weeks and the months and the years ahead, we are able to continue to gather here together to worship God and to be reminded of His love for us and His rule over all and every aspect of our lives. And so my prayer is that as you go throughout this week and as we head into this next Sunday, that you will make sure to make time to prepare your hearts to worship and to be ready to hear from God and to allow Him to reset your focus on Him on Sunday. Now, it's also important to note that this Sunday, we will return to pretty much a normal schedule. So we will, as of this Sunday, November 1st, have our worship that begins at 9 o'clock, and then we will have our missional communities that will begin at 10:30 on campus. And so we encourage you to either be with us in person at 9 and 10:30, or you can join us online as usual at 9 o'clock for worship. And then many of our missional communities also have a Zoom or online feature that will allow you to connect to their meeting as well. So make sure to be a part of that, whether it be here in person or online, and know that we are praying for you, and we look forward to seeing you this Sunday, either in person or online. Have a great week.